Yeah, man, hello. Yeah, hello. Hello. Yeah, we go in English. No one watches anyway. It doesn't matter really what language I speak. If I speak language English or if I speak svenska. För fan, det spelar ingen jävla roll för det är ingen som tittar ändå. Ja, jag har ju klart. I still have this comment here from the first computer lab video I made. I need another one of these to keep me going at it. So I don't have one, but I use this one as some sort of motivation. Anyway, here's how it's going with the NAS chassis, repurposing the old NAS chassis. Yeah, and I'm only using the telephone microphone. I can't be quite bothered really with the rest. Here's how it is now. I have all these fasteners that kept the old motherboard in place. This one I have to have forcibly removed because they were not screwed in and they were not really welded in neither. I don't really know how they were stuck in there pretty badly, but one of these here universal tools and some other universal tools such as similar things to this and so on made them go away. So and well, I could have used actually these those two lined up pretty well with the two standard mounting holes on an ATX full ATX board there and there. However, they were slightly too tall, and these are a bit taller than a regular regular mounting thing that you'd have and put your motherboard on. So what I'm going to try and do now here, I'm going to place this inside where it's supposed to go eventually. It's supposed to go something like this. Something like this. Yes. Now it is more or less flush with the chassis. That's not going to work. It's going to short pretty much. But with the regular studs, which are not as tall, I think it will almost clear. I hope it will. Yeah, it will clear. It will clear. When I put the lid on here, the lid has to be on for the fans to work. So then I need to put a CPU in this thing. I need to put RAM in it. I have both RAM and CPU. I have plenty lying about. What is a bit of a problem maybe is the heat sink for the CPU, because the ones I have that fit here, they are too tall. And I have just a moment. Let me fetch the old welding rig here. Yeah, the audio is rubbish because I'm not using my microphone. I'm just using the built-in thing in the phone, but I don't care because no one watches anyway. So what the fuck? Doesn't matter. Just a moment here. And also I have to check that there is nothing. There is some confidential information on this one where I have stolen it. It's not actually stolen, but the confidential information says that I haven't stolen it, but it also reveals a bit too much of various things. But this one, this Dell Precision workstation in rack mount form, right? This one. See if we can find where the CPUs are. We have to get these out, I think. Which might be easier said than done, especially if you have connectors and connections on it that Dell did not intend you to have. But underneath here, if we can lift this one up, the GPU riser thing. There we go. Right, isn't this where the... No, you stupid... It's not like I have not worked on these machines too much as it is, but it's been a few years maybe. That's not where the CPUs live. The CPUs live here, don't they? Yes, indeed. Here we have CPU and memory, and we also have low profile coolers. But these are rather Dell a little bit Dell proprietary NAS, I think. I don't think that these will fit straight on there, but if they could be made to fit, I know I have gotten them to fit before. I now see that there is a, don't think that you'll be able to make this out. Yeah, you can probably make it out actually. If we can focus, can we get focus this close on an iPhone 8? Ah, come on. Yeah, there you go. There's a pin that is slightly out of alignment. At least one, probably more. That has to be taken care of too. See if you have a little precision toolbox here. Precision toolbox. Sure. I think I should be doing this off camera rather than trying to, yes, but something like this and just bend it down so it will make proper contact. So mount the CPU, mount RAM, connect power, see that it turns on, if it works at all before I put too much work into making it fit. And here I also have to cut away slightly in the chassis here because I want to get to this. Take it out again maybe. Sure, there we go, very nice. There. Come on, focus, please, thank you. These two are regular network cards. This one is for the board management controller, and that one I definitely want access to, I think. Yes. VGA I don't care about, since I have VGA console via that port. Other than that, I think it should be maybe work out. Then there's the one other problem. Maybe I went over this in the last video, I don't remember. Nobody cares anyway. Is that the power for the hard drives, for the hard drive base, the backplane thing. Yeah, that is something here. Slightly some sort of proprietariness going on here. That went onto the motherboard somehow via some sort of little dingy cable, and then this was the power supply for the hard drives. And so the 12 volts. What was it? Yeah, there's something is supposed to go on here. Something like that, but it's not that one. Yeah, anyway, what I have to do is I have to get the male pins out of connectors like this one. And female ones, such as these, I've dealt with those before. They can be wrestled out and reused, but the male ones, they are different somehow, and I have not quite figured out how to get them out yet. But do that and then populate the connector that's supposed to go on here, so I get both 12 and 5 volts, and take all these, cut them off and solder it together in one big nice little joint with that. Soldered up and everything, and then it should have power for all the hard drives. I hope. I think that the drives will do any staggered spin up under these circumstances. I hope that the power supply will be able to cope with starting 8 drives simultaneously. Yes, and then I will have. I'm insisting on using this board, because it has a built-in SAS controller with SATA ports. These go to a SAS controller. These ports go to something very similar to this one, but instead of these ports, it has these straight on the board, and those I can connect from the so-called backbone in the chassis. And then I also have this cable, which has one of those on that end, and 4 of these on the other end, so I can connect externally, 4 hard drives, or if I get another one of this cable, I could have 8 hard drives lying about, like so. And also this card. This card has the external variant of that, so I can use that to hook up to my little 15 bay or whatever it is chassis here via this cable. So that's where it's at right now. The order of things moving forward is probably to populate this with a CPU and RAM, just power it on and see if it works at all. Should probably be the first order of business. And then put it down here, use a magic marker or something to know where to put the fasteners, the stands for the motherboard. And so on in that fashion. And then get the cooler out of this one. Yes, this one has pretty beefy power supplies. Yeah, I'm slaughtering this machine then. This one, the big rack mounted thing is just a... You can use it as a space heater. It's a very efficient space heater. 1100 watts each, and it has 2 of these. I know this one draws like 50 watts if you only plug it in and turn it off. So in standby mode it draws more than 50 watts if I don't disremember. So it's not something that is extremely loud. These fans are pretty good. If you want to move a lot of air and you don't care so very much about how much noise you're making. And they're hot swap. And this is nice stuff. It's very old, but it's very, very well built, I have to say. So anyway, that's that. That's part 3 of Dr. Plöring's computer laboratorium. We'll see how it turns out here. Thank you for watching. You probably didn't watch, but if you did, if you're hearing this, then you did watch, and then I thank you so very much for it. Cheers.